Yo, what it do is good YouTube? Coco Copy, and today, guys, I'm going to be going over Season 8, Week 2 challenges for this week in Fortnite. Now, in today's video, we're going to be going over all 7 challenges, of course, and this week's challenge require 2-stage challenges, and for you to visit places around the map like always. But without further ado, let's just hop into all 7 challenges. First challenge being which is stage challenge, and it is a land at stages where you have to land at 5 separate locations. Challenge number 2 is to deal damage to descending supply drops, a total of 200 damage. Challenge number 3 is to eliminate opponents in salty springs or haunted hills, a total of 3. Challenge number 4 is another stage challenge, and it is to gain health using different items and all that stuff. Challenge number 5 is to visit the furthest point north, south, east, and west of the island. Of course, I know where all 5 points are for that. 4 points, I'm sorry. Challenge number 6 is to deal damage to opponents with a pirate cannon, total of 100 damage. I will show you easiest way to get that challenge done. Challenge number 7 is to search a chest in different name locations in a single match, total of 3. So without further ado, we're just going to hop into the first challenge, which is the state challenge, and it is to land at 5 different locations. Now for this one, each match that you join, you want to make sure that you land at the first stage, the second, the third, fourth, and so on. So the first stage being which is to land at the block. The second stage is to land at Dusty Divot. The third stage is to land at Polar Peak. The fourth stage is to land at Snappy Shores, and then the fifth stage is to land at Paradise Palms. So each time you join a match, you want to make sure you land at that specific stage location, and then in the next match you want to land at the second stage, and then just basically repeat that. The next challenge we're going to go over is basically to deal damage to the supply drops, and you have to deal a total of 200 damage. So for this one, I recommend that you join a large group game mode like Team Rumble, because those spawn supply drops frequently and those matches last a lot longer than any other big team game mode. So Team Rumble is actually out, so that will be a good game mode for that to do. Make sure you keep an eye out for descending balloons, and basically deal as much damage as you can to that. Other players will be doing the same thing, so it may take you a few matches, but that's how to get that challenge done quickly and easily. The next challenge number 3 that we're going to go over is basically to how to get eliminations in salty springs or haunted hills. Either location you land at will be crowded, haunted hills, or salty springs. I personally will probably recommend haunted hills, but salty springs is a nice location as well. Harder to get weapons there, but either location you land at, you basically want to land there and try looting a house. If you land at salty springs, try to do me personally, I will start from the bottom instead of going at the top, because chests do spawn randomly. So if you can land at the bottom of a house in Salty Springs. For Haunted Hills, there are houses northeast. I believe that's the northeast one. There are a few houses surrounding Haunted Hills, or you can land at Junk Junction and make your way over to Haunted Hills. Either one. But just make sure you land there and grab a gun and make sure you get as many eliminations as you can. It may take you a few matches. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I wouldn't even focus on this challenge too much. Moving on to the next challenge, number 4 is basically another stage challenge, and you have to gain health using different items. The first stage being in which you have to gain health from apples. Now, apples do have locations such as Lonely Lodge, Retail Row, or even that hill south with the Salty Springs. So you can gain health from apples. That's the first stage. The second stage, you have to use campfires. You have to gain at least 50 health points using the campfire, so that's not bad. And then the next stage is you have to use a med kit for at least 75 health points. Now, what you can do with this is you can take fall damage. Just making sure you're in a big team game mode, take fall damage. It will be easier if you have a friend with you, so that way you can be like, hey, look, I got a med kit or whatever. I'm going to take fall damage. I need you to pick me up so I can pop the med kit. There you go. That's easy if you want to do it that way. Otherwise, just basically when you're in a fight, make sure you use your campfire or your med kit. But I do recommend the first way, joining the big team game. Make sure you have a friend with you, so that way you guys will take fall damage into apples, or if you want you guys have the campfire, make sure you share that, so you get that challenge done easy. Like I said, I won't focus too much on that, because as you play, you will be using those strategies. Moving on to the next challenge is basically you have to visit the furthest points north, south, east, and west. This one, honestly, don't even know, but the farthest points of the map north is going to be up there near Junk Junction. Now I'm going to show a map of where the furthest points are, and you have to visit those points, that exact spot, basically to get this challenge done. There should be a sign there, indestructible sign, that will show you exactly where to go. But north is going to be up there, north of Junk Junction. West is going to be basically right next to Snappy Shores. South is going to be below Lucky Landing, and the east is going to be in between Lonely Lodge and the racetrack. And those are the furthest points of the map: north, south, east, and west. Like I said, I'll show a picture so you guys can visit those. The same exact spot. For this one, you will have to dedicate a match or 2 or 3 or possibly even 4. I don't know if it's possible to get to 2 points in one match. Depends on if you have a hoverboard or a quad crasher. Planes are gone. Otherwise, the planes are still here. You probably get all 4 done in a single match. But I wouldn't focus on that one too much. Just dedicate at least 4 matches to get that challenge done. Now the next one next challenge we're going to go over is basically how to deal damage to opponents with a pirate cannon. Now you need to do 100 damage with a pirate cannon. For this one, a lot of cannons spawn at Lazy Lagoon, basically in the ship. So basically, what I'm telling you to land there. Not even there. There are also pirate posts all around the map where you can get a cannon as well. Landing there is pretty good as well. Chances are, if you land in Lazy Lagoon, a lot of people are going to be going for the cannons below. So honestly, while the challenges are hot, when they just came out earlier today, I will land Lazy Lagoon, hop on a cannon, and just fire away. So that way you just need 100 damage. That's the one full kill. I'm not sure how much damage I believe the cannons probably do 100 damage. So that's an easy one shot. So that one, land at Lazy Lagoon, and you can get that challenge done. So because, like I said, the challenges are hot, and everybody knows that the cannons spawn in that ship. So make sure you land there and dedicate at least a few matches to that, so you can get that challenge done quickly. If you wait long, it's going to be harder to get that done because not many people will have that challenge to complete. They already completed it. The movement to the final challenge is basically you have to search a chest in different name locations in a single match. Now this one is pretty easy. Honestly, you just need a chest from 3 different locations. 3 locations, I mean, pretty easy. What I recommend for this is a large team game mode. Like Team Rebel would be pretty good because not many people loot a lot. They're just going for kills. So Team Rebel would be a great one for this. We're gonna go the big team game mode would be good as that. But you can try if we start at the top of the map, you can go to Junk Junction, Tahana Hills, to Pleasant Park. There's 3 chests from 3 different locations, or you can do, let's see, the bottom of the map. You can probably go to Frosty Flights, to Polar Peak, to Shifty Shafts. That's another way to get that done. So make sure you pick the 3 closest locations that are in walking distance, and basically search a chest from each of those locations. And those are all 7 locations for this week in Fortnite. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys get these challenges done quickly so you guys get back to playing Season 8. And let me know down below in the comments how Season 8 is going for you. I'm curious to see how it is. But without further ado, I am out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.